Yeah, it's dissipating
Okay,
rather quickly.
oh, okay, good.
We're looking at the sky. Hi, Nicole. Good to see you. You're number one. You're the first one on. Hey, everybody. Welcome to today's beach report. I did not come on early this morning. I was up, but then it turned out that I had to help out a friend because sometimes you have to help out a friend. So I couldn't come on early, but I'm here now. And this hat is giving me freckles. Look at that, I've got freckles. Good morning, everybody. It's still morning here on the east coast of Florida. Hi, Fahanda. You wait for my shoes. That's funny. Hi, Fred. Good morning. We got 46 degrees in the fields of southern Indiana. That's really cold. Because we've got about probably 85 degrees here in beautiful sunny South Florida. And today we are on Singer Island near Riviera Beach. We're in the state park. I have my state park pass working for me now. And we are about to go on a beautiful walk through the state park because this is a very special place, this little island. And Florida has so many beautiful state parks, and I am going to make it my business to visit all of them and take you guys along with me. What do you think, Fahand? Are you ready to go for a walk? Now, before we do, I want to just show you the surroundings and these amazing mangrove trees. Check this out. They call these walking trees. Look at all the legs. And these trees like take over a palm tree. That is some kind of a threesome going on there. My goodness. I love trees. I've always been a bit of an arborist. So we're right on the edge. The ocean is across the way, and we're gonna head over there. We're on a hike. Whoops. When you go on a hike in Florida, it's always very, because you never know what could fall out of the trees. Yeah. I don't want to give words to the critters that could jump off of their perches above my head, but I'm just saying it's always smart to wear a hat. One day I have 100 people watching, the next day I have 15. I know, Nicole. Who knows? There's no rhyme or reason to it. Everybody say hi to Donna.
Hi, this tree is connected to that tree.
Yeah, I was just saying how the trees like attack each other.
Wow.
Yeah. This is a mangrove tree with all the legs. And the mangrove trees are they're not mangrove? What is it?
This is a,
Cypress?
no, that big tree, the big, one they MacArthur transplanted.
Hey, two-stroke.
Ask somebody on there what they're called. They're ficus.
Ficus.
Big ficus is called the other thing.
Oh.
I know, he's very frisky, that little lizard. He kept
Oh, that's a, oh, I see that lizard.
I know, they're playing.
Oh.
It's time.
Frisky lizards.
It's alligator time and lizard time.
Yes, oh, so they are also, I think that's the snake actually.
Oh yeah, there is a snake right there.
Yeah, like a black one. Yeah. So like I was talking about stuff that could come out of the trees. There's the snake. See it?
Yep.
There it is.
That's just a black racer.
Look here, you can see it on my camera.
I see his tail hanging, moving around.
Yeah, that's what falls out of the trees.
Yeah.
I was telling you about that. That's what can happen. Anyway, we'll keep walking. Don't stay in one place for too long. Hey, Curtis. Isn't this a beautiful path? And it's really bright and sunny out, so we are blessed to be in this shady spot. Oh, there's a squirrel. Now they will not usually jump on banyan. That's it. That's it. Banyan, not ficus. Banyan.
Well, they're the same tree. One's tiny, one's big.
Oh, a ficus is a banyan.
Is a little one.
A ficus is a little banyan.
Yeah.
Who knew?
They are. Yep.
Look at these.
There's a lot of different ones.
Yeah. Yes, I'm with Donna this week. Well, forever, however long I am. Cause actually this, I've got some stuff going on, and tonight is Anthony's playing. Oh, and, Janetta's Vendetta is doing a Monday show too, and she asked me to stop by.
In Fort Lauderdale?
Yes.
Cool.
So I do want to go down there. Who wants to hear some cool jazz tonight? I know I do. I'll have to drive down to Fort Lauderdale for that. And we've got 2 shows that we can hit. We have, of course, Anthony Corrado on Monday nights, but now we have Janetta's Vendetta on Monday nights too. And I got to spread the love because they're both so talented. Exactly. And they are both great musicians. And Janetta does have a team of musicians with her. She has a two-piece band behind her, but she's also a one-woman show. Are we lost?
I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah, we seem to have come out of our little path. We don't know where we are. We just know that we've got water over here.
But the people were over there with
the people were over there, but they were getting on kayaks, I believe. So, well, that's true. It's Monday, so maybe that's why nobody's on this morning. My gimbal is what I brought Jim.
I'm gonna pull up my map.
Yeah, Donna's gonna find out where to go. So we just came from this little tunnel-like place. Yeah, we're lost in the state park.
Okay, here I am.
Okay. Okay. How do we get to the beach?
Well,
wait a minute. Yeah, there should be a bridge because we're not at the beach. So we have to walk back this way.
I think we have to go to those people.
I think we have to go kind of far.
I don't know. Never been here as an adult.
As an adult. Okay. Okay.
And I can't see where the bridge even is unless it's that little
here.
green thing
No,
there.
that's not a bridge. That's an island.
Okay. Oops.
Oops, sorry. The bridge is here. You have to go across that bridge.
Okay, well, we're probably really lost.
All right, well, let's just walk this way. We're
Okay.
going to go back.
This is the prettiest way.
Yeah, it's the prettiest way, and I love to walk. So, did you guys know that it's not really very important to work out, like doing actual exercises like sit-ups? So, every time I hear little critters walking through here, it's kind of scary.
And then you'll hear a leaf drop.
Yeah, you'll hear all sorts of stuff it can drop. This is why we wear the hat. Get away from the frisky snakes. Ooh. It's so beautiful though, isn't it? Jim, if you want to send a helicopter, I'm not going to say no. That would be really fun. Nicole is on vacation from kindergarten. It's so funny I have 2 kindergarten teachers who watch me. Maybe
My mom
more.
was not preschool, a primary grade teacher.
My mom was a high school teacher.
My dad taught high school math and history.
My mom taught high school English and Spanish.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, she couldn't even speak Spanish. She was a substitute teacher for the Spanish. But the cool thing about my mom was she was a substitute teacher for a lot of years after I had left home, when I went to college. I think that's when she became a substitute teacher and got back into the game of teaching. And she ended up taking over for a woman who was pregnant that year. And so she basically taught the English class the whole year, maybe Spanish too. And they voted her best teacher of the year. And she was only a sub. So I was always so proud of my mama.
That's the same as
God
Patty
rest her
Dunstan
soul.
that-
Who?
Patty Dunstan that passed, that I went to her celebration. Her boyfriend was in Courage Band.
Oh, right. Oh, right.
She was
Yeah.
for Jerry Thomas for Jupiter Christian School. She was there.
You got to honor our teachers,
Yep.
especially the ones who taught us, we Gen Xers and Boomers, because those were some of the most influential people in our lives. And now I'm so concerned about the teachers and the way they are teaching kids.
I think those people were around in the 70s, though.
Look at this. I saw something today about having lost color in the world, and it's true. Look at most of all of these cars are not colorful. They're all shades of gray and dark blue and black and then white. They're not colorful at all. And then look at nature. Look how beautiful this area is. So this is where you would put your kayak in the water. Oh, there's Darla. 5 to 6 weeks left of school. Darla, how's your son doing? Getting an update on Bobby. Everybody needs to pray for Bobby, please. He's been in the hospital and he's very sick.
Oh, that one's really got scoliosis.
Yeah, scoliosis.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Wonder what
Well,
made it do
that tree fell. Well, that one tree fell. And well, sometimes they take them down with each other. I wrote a poem about it. I did, for real. I love trees. I write about them. I've written more than a few poems about trees, but my favorite poem that I ever wrote about trees is called Fights in the Forest. And it's about trees.
Oh, we're going the right way.
Okay.
Gift shop.
Yeah, if the gift shop is there, you know that's a portal to happiness.
Gift shop. We were going away from civilization.
Yeah, we were walking the wrong way. Jim, you don't have to send that helicopter. We're going to be okay.
I thought we went to a place where there was all kind of stuff because I was here before. Kid.
Donna's reliving her past right now.
Yep.
How do you guys like my new hat? Donna found it in a...
And washed it in the machine.
And she washes everything, by the way. She doesn't just find
Well, you
things.
don't know what's on stuff.
No, it's true. She's the master, this one. This lady goes into a thrift shop and pulls out the best things that they have, cleans them up, and it's amazing
And then
what she
I
does.
wear them or I give them away.
Yeah. Well, she needs to sell them. So
And people are ornery when you sell stuff.
I know. She doesn't want to sell things because of the behavior of some people. It's really sad that some difficult people literally ruin it for the rest of us. You know what I mean? That's
Yes,
just such
please do not feed the wildlife, it says right there.
Yes, never feed wildlife. But I do think it's sad when you have such a great skill and you can't share it with people who really could use it because of just a few people who made you feel like it was too much trouble. I don't do well in thrift stores either, Darla. I don't like to go shopping at all.
Good. It leaves more for me.
That's right. Donna loves it. She loves that.
I like it when it's empty.
Okay, so Bobby's having a catheterization today, along with a ton of tests. He said he doesn't want me at the hospital unless it is all over, and he is back in his room, and I'm upset over this. You know what? You can be at the hospital anyway, darling. He doesn't have to know that
Just
you're
don't
there.
go where he is.
Yeah, just stay away from him, but just be
Go to
there.
the gift shop
Go to the gift shop.
and then go to the cafeteria.
Right. Just go hang out in the hospital
And then that way
so
you'll
that
be
you're
there.
there.
As soon as it's time, you'll be there.
Exactly. So he and he doesn't need to know, but he'll feel your presence. He does want you there, but he's a guy and he doesn't want his mama there, and that's how guys are.
True.
See, there's a guy right now. So I think you
Can't
should.
argue with that.
Yeah, our friend's son is in the hospital, like having heart catheterization, and he doesn't want his mom there.
But mom wants
He doesn't want mom to
She
worry.
needs to be there. Yeah, yeah. No, he doesn't want to. He
He
says,
does, but he's saying he does.
yeah, yeah,
yeah, I think she should be there.
yeah. You need to be there, Darla. Just be there.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't need any help.
You always got to act braver.
Yeah, boys act braver than they really are.
Some of us too.
Although, what about the mama's boys? You know, those guys
That's a
that are
whole other
like,
category
They
there.
really need mama.
they're different.
They really need
They're different. They need mama.
So,
Yeah, no, my son was a mama's boy until he wasn't.
Yeah.
And then he had his appendix out and didn't even tell me about it until it was all over. And I'm like, thank you. Because that would have been a nightmare for me. So he knew.
Saved you the
I
work.
don't do well with
Was it
medical
an emergency
issues.
surgery?
Yes.
Usually it is.
Yes, it was. It was.
Are you guys going into the parking lot or?
Beach.
All right, we're walking.
Us right here. We're going to the beach.
We're walking. We're always walking. All right, you guys, we are about to embark on a really beautiful, beautiful tour of Riviera Beach here on Singer Island. So everybody get ready. We've got 17 people on. Hi, Lava. Hi, Jamie. Yay, Jamie's here. All right. Let's get ready for this. You guys are really going to enjoy this. It's really gorgeous. And we might see critters. The manatees live here. Turtles live here. There could be alligators here. I've never seen them. You'd definitely be dolphins here. Look how beautiful this is. Fed by both fresh and saltwater estuaries, that's what this is a calm body of water near the coastline. It serves as nurseries of the ocean. This is where many marine creatures get their start in life. Sheltered in the calmer waters, young fish and invertebrates can feed and grow, provided they can survive the larger animals that are drawn to the estuary to hunt for the innocents. Life in an estuary is ever changing with the tides and the seasons. High tides flood this estuary daily with salt water, while rain delivers fresh water to this ecosystem. The animals that live year-round in estuaries have adapted to the changing salinity and the water levels. You never know what we're gonna see here. So keep your eyes trained on the water. One of the great things about state parks is if you are very young or very old.
Hello, lovely.
Hello. No, keep going. I do not want to ride. No, I'm walking. But you can always take one of these trams, which is a really nice feature of these parks. You guys remember the time Remember the time when I lost my shoes and the park ranger had to pick me up at sunset? Yes, they help you too. All right, everybody keep your eyes trained on the water and see if we see any critters. I never want to ride. I always want to walk because I want to see everything. I want to be able to stop. Hi, Wilson. Oh, yes. Hi, Stan. Thanks for asking about the dog. No, no more dogs for me. Look at this flock of birds. I don't know what kind of birds they are, though. I don't even hear them. Oh, those are pelicans. That's a lot of pelicans. Wait, what was that, Fonda? My grandfather was an overseer for 40 years and lived on the grounds of Wynn Nursery, a large nursery in Virginia. He could tell you how to care for every plant and tree. We got sick of hearing about them because that's all he talked about. He sounds like my husband, but I never got sick of hearing about anything. Yeah, we're gonna sing our song soon, Jamie. Oh, President Trump is gonna give a conference at 1 p.m. Thank you for giving me a heads up on that, Jim. And I will show it on my show now that I know. I think I can do that. Yesterday was 1 year since I lost my first dog, and 6 weeks later I lost my second. Oh, Jamie, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm in the second year of mourning my loss of my baby girl Muffin. And I'll tell you what, being with those two dogs this past week that I was babysitting, that was such a blessing to me. I can't even tell you. It was so helpful because, first of all, not my dogs, but these dogs were so sweet and loving, and especially the one that looked just like Muffin seemed to know that I was in mourning and seemed to know exactly what I needed. At the same time, he couldn't have been more different than Muffin was. You know, just walking him alone, he was like a maniac. Muffin would never, ever have done that. But yes, I'm going to try to be back to show Trump at 1. Because I think it's great when we can watch together. Good morning, Hockey. So, no more dogs for me. Yes, you are welcome, Jim. Let's learn a little bit about the birds that live here in this estuary. They attack from the sky. I'm going to let you guys look for manatees or dolphins. Let me know if you see anything in the water. I'm going to read to you some information here. This is one of the things I love about Florida, and especially Florida state parks, is that they always give us information to learn about the animals that live here in the area. We'll see a variety of birds hunting for food in our waterways. Each bird has a unique way of catching their prey, from daring dives to using their very sharp talons. I know, Jim, how can we not miss Muffin? Yeah, you know what, Nicole? I will put pictures up of Muffin later. Now that I know that I can show you guys pictures on a green screen behind me, that is so very cool, and I'm gonna really utilize that feature. So get ready. Jim says, I'm missing mine. They're heartbreakers when it comes to the end, but well worth it, knowing you gave them a good life. Oh, Jim, it was her that gave me the good life. Honestly, that was Muffin all the way around. She did it for me. We loved each other so much. Oh, look, these kids are learning about the state park. They got a little classroom going on here. So you will also have a little classroom as I teach you about the kingfisher. This is what the kingfisher looks like. Such beautiful birds. They're small, they have oversized heads. They'll be waiting patiently on tree branches looking for their prey. When they find a target, they dive headfirst into the water, snagging it with a very sharp bill. Jim says, oh, I already read what Jim says. Everybody agrees. I know, I like when there's a lot of people in the chat too, Nicole. But they'll come, they'll come. If I post it, they will come. So this is what an osprey looks like. Next time we see them, they are brown and white with a distinctive stripe across their eyes. You will often find ospreys circling above the water. Once they spot a fish, they plunge in, feet first, snatching it with their talons. And then, of course, my favorite, the brown pelican. They were flying in formation earlier. They dive into the water and then they scoop a bunch of fish up in their pouch and have a nice big meal. So this is a great place for kids to learn. The whole school must be here today.
All right, we have a trim. Everyone stop and move over. In
Whoops.
Estuary, we have what we call
There's the free tram, everybody. When you are here at any Florida state park, there is always some help of transportation if you're not able to get around by yourself, which I really love. All right, keep your eyes open for wildlife. We never know what we might see. A kingfisher is a bird. That's right, Darla. You learn something new every time you're on the beach report, don't you? All the critters are drawn to you. Those bunnies came out yesterday because they thought you were the queen rabbit in your Easter bonnet. Let's sing. Nicole wants to be proud to be an American. All right, you guys. Indeed. We get under a little bit of shade here. All right. Nicole wants to sing, and I know Jamie can always be talked into it. Darla always learns something new on the beach report. All right, you guys. Let's sing, and I'm going to walk across this bridge while we do it, all right? If tomorrow all the things were gone I've worked for all my life, and if I had to start again with just my children in my life, I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away. Sing it with me. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Singer Island to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I proudly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Look how beautiful. People on their kayaks. It's a gorgeous day. I hear a bird honking. What kind of a bird is that? Donna left on the tram. Yeah, Donna left. She gone. Yeah, Donna went all the way over there. You know, that's the thing with me. Most people can't keep up with me. That's another reason why I'm a one-person show. Because I just go, go, go. All day, everywhere. And most people cannot live this way. It's not easy, but I love it. And I love doing the beach report. I actually live for doing the beach report. What you see is me living my best life and treating my life, my lifestyle, like a magazine type of television show. It's like, I want you guys to understand that you can do anything that you want to do. You design your own life, and you shouldn't let anybody else design your life for you. If you want to do something, you should be able to create it in such a way that it really suits you. You know, I'm not here trying to get wealthy or a lot of power. I just want to be able to do the beach report. And I'll do it every day. It affords me the ability to live the way that I want to live. And sometimes that's just going to the beach, and sometimes it's interviewing interesting people. And sometimes it's the quiet knowledge that somebody needed to see this beautiful area and needed to hear my words of encouragement, and it made their life better. And that is what I live for. So say what you want about the beach report, but for the past more than 10 years, I have been serving others through my own adventures. And I would be having these adventures regardless. This is how I've always lived. But now I can show you guys, and I can take you guys along. And I love that, because usually it's me gathering information as a writer, as a photographer, as a filmmaker, so that I can put it all together and show it to you. But seeing you, talking to you, like interviewing Jamie, it all kind of, it makes it so worthwhile because it's in the moment. And I love living in the moment, because as a writer, as a journalist, I'm only ever as good as my next article or my next book. Well, no, that's not the same. Books are different. Books are everlasting. But it's really, as a journalist, I'm only as good as my next article. And for Honda, I have it as a goal to live to be over 100. I want to make it through these crazy years for sure. And I want to live my life as an example that we can all live like this. Nobody has to do anything. You have free will. And I hope you use your free will wisely in such a way that you are of service to others, but also yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you cannot love anybody else. Jamie is amazing, by the way. Those of you who may not know about Jamie Crow, talk about an enigma, that lady. And she is a true patriot in every way that you can be a patriot. Jamie's heart is just red, white, and blue. And I will be seeing her on my trips up north when I go to welcome the newest member of my family. You just motivated me this morning. I love it. Jamie, it's true. It's true. Nicole says, we all need to be like you, not fat, sitting on the couch, eating food all day, watching TV. And by the way, fasting is super helpful too. Yes, Darla also got to meet Jamie. And so Jamie, don't tell me to stop, because I'm gonna sing your praises, because I feel so honored that I meet people like Jamie. So look at the water here. I think there's some critters that might be lurking beneath the surface, because I saw some bubbles, and that could mean manatee. Someday we'll be together. Oh, yes, we will. Yes, we will. Someday. Now, this is something you don't really want to see. That looks like some kind of slime on the water. Could be oil. Although, I must say, I don't think that any boats... Ooh, something's over there. I don't think that any boats with motors can be in this water. I think it's just kayaks. The critters are all in the water, and you can see right down to the bottom. Oh, there's a stingray. Wow. Do you guys see that? See the stingray? And then a big fish. See it? Cool. I never saw a stingray from above like that. Okay, so this is the reason why when you go into a body of water like this, that you shuffle your feet, because you sure as hell don't want to step on this guy. He's got that long thing in back of him. Oh, I'm so excited we got to see critters. Fahanda, you were right. I never expected to see a stingray. It's really hard for me to see on my camera though. Where is he? Sorry, guys. Where's your Mr. Stingray? There he is. Hello, Mr. Stingray. What you doing? Look at that. And he's just living his best life, being a stingray. Look how beautiful he is. Boy, I told you manatee, I told you dolphins. Never thought I'd see stingray. Feel really lucky. Who got a phone call? Can you guys see this? You hear me okay, right? Everybody give me a sound check. All right, well, I'm gonna leave Mr. Stingray over there. I know there's other stuff out there, but we have got to head into the cover of the trees because it's making my phone hot. Ooh, I hear somebody croaking in the, hear that? That's a bird. Look at this water. Bye, Nicole. It's so peaceful. Okay, thank you for telling me, Nicole. Yeah, you would, Jim. Isn't it sad that people think something like this could be AI? You know, Jim is joking, but you guys have seen it very, very many times where someone who's never seen the beach report will come on and think that this is all fake. What have we done in our lives to make people think that everything is fake? Honda, you are the best ambassador to attract tourism to Florida when tourism is down because of temporary higher gas prices. Well, thank you, Fahanda. I just love Florida, and I am a Floridian ambassador, and I do it all for free. Nobody pays me to say any of this. Although, by the way, I am sponsored by my own company, jillbooks.com. I am a writer, an editor, an author, and I sell and publish books. So if you would check out my website, jillbooks.com, and you can support my work by buying a book or two or three. Hi, Dash. Oh, Deshawn. Hello, Deshawn. Yes, we're all real patriots. Jim, I didn't see what your question was about naming him or her. Unless you're talking about my new grandchild, which we're not going there. I'm not talking about that. That is something that is so special and sacred to me that I can barely believe it's happening. And I'm so excited. And sometimes I do want to talk about it. I want to shout it from the rooftops, but on the other hand, I really kind of don't want to, jinx it or anything. That stingray kind of looked like a Greg. Oh, you're naming the stingray. Look who I found. Oh, we found a stingray. Yeah. We're just walking around, getting out of the sun with my phone because it's really hot. But there's something great over there, isn't there? Something really great. You guys want to see what's so great up there? Yeah, we're going on the downstairs. I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna go on the upstairs part, and I'm gonna show you something. It's gonna knock your socks off. Are you guys ready? You would name him Vet. I like that for Haunted because he did look like a little Corvette, didn't he? Little Stingray Corvette. Yeah, Donna's in the wild. She's a free-range Donna. Oh no, you can't leave yet, Nicole, because the best part is just coming up. So, what? Is what dry?
I was looking at it earlier.
Oh, oh, okay. It smells.
Yeah.
That's true. Oh well. Okay. Well, there's wet paint there, so we're not gonna walk there. And I smell the paint.
I know, me too.
Or you can go down the hammock trail, and then I believe there's 2 more.
I forgot about it by the time I got to here.
Hey,
I didn't
Deb Uno, you're
remember.
not wrong.
It's cool in here.
Yeah, it's really
It's a
cool.
big tree fort.
It is like being in a big tree
There's a
fort.
bathroom in the tree fort.
And a bathroom, everything you could want. We might move in.
Yeah, I wonder if people live here.
I don't know. I could live
They
here.
clean up the place pretty good.
Okay.
Oh, I did it anyway.
And so she walks in the web
Yeah,
paint.
yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
This is Donna. Wait. This is Donna. Womp womp.
They don't have a sign for the wet paint from up here.
Yeah, yeah, but you know it's there. Don't tell me you walked on the wet paint because you didn't know it was wet paint, because you did. Just saying. All right, I'm just giving her hell. That's what I do. All right, you know where these people are going?
Yeah, to the rip current.
Yeah, to the rip current world. Look at this. Get ready to wait. Wait for it. Wait for it. Seriously. I do have to say, so Donna and I, what was that, last night? We saw a little boy, and he was about to go on the beach with his family. And you have to go up some stairs to get to the beach. And when he saw the beach, he went, oh, he was so amazed and so excited. And it made like the two of us were like, oh, he's so happy. Oh, Deb is now a member of the Seashell Tier. We've got a great collection of seashells. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do a really good members only show later today. So stick around, you guys.
Don't you want to look
Thank
at it?
you. What?
I'm gonna borrow your shoulder. At my shoe.
Oh. Wait. Oh. I
Okay,
did
never mind.
a flip. What the hell are you making me do here, Donna?
Never mind.
Sorry, I
Forget
flipped
it.
upside down.
Forget
Super
it.
excited.
Let's just go show the
Yeah,
yellow paint.
woohoo, new member.
Yay.
No, I am this excited, Deb. Thank you. Thank you so much. By the way, you guys, my member group is getting bigger and bigger. I think we might be up to 60 very soon. And if this show keeps going the way I hope it does, we'll have, I think we only need 2 or 3 more people to bring our group up to 60. And when I do member shows, by the way, there are no trolls, which is great. Okay, so hi, Dwayne. Well, Deb, I appreciate your positive vibes too. And that's another great thing about the member show is that everybody who's on in the member group wants to be there and is a positive, nice person. So I'm super excited that you're here, Deb. Thank you. All right. Well, now we definitely have to see what I'm looking at in front of me. All right, get ready for it. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at that. Oh, John, that's Anthony. He'll be playing tonight. Whenever you're ready, Nicole. It's less than $5 a month.
Don't mess with your phone. Just look.
Oh. Look. Her shoes. Why are we looking at your shoes?
Yellow paint.
Oh, the yellow. Yes, yellow paint on your shoes. Yeah. Yeah. I don't care, she says. All right. So I'm sorry I made you guys look at the yellow paint on Donna's shoes when this is what you really should be looking
Yes,
at.
you're supposed to be looking at that.
Yeah.
I told her to look. I
Oh.
wanted you to look at it. Not
Oh,
them.
I didn't know. I never understand anything. My screen is pixelated. Ooh, I did lose a couple of bars. Super blurry. Wait, I'll go out and come back in. Is this any better? It's getting better. Oh, the connection. Oh, it's getting worse. Now it's frozen. It might come back. Yeah, keep me updated on how it looks. I think moving is what we need to do. Yeah, I just leave and come back. I did that. I'll do it one more time. Sometimes it's a matter of hooking up with a new cell phone tower or something. Look at this, you guys. Can you see? Oh, look, I have good bars now. Thank you, Darla. Look at that. Look at the color of the ocean. That is like Caribbean blue. Hey, Irma. Hi, Juan. And you can see a tanker ship down there. So there is a port down there. I think it's called Port Riviera. Not completely sure. Well, you're here right now, Nicole. The ocean is pretty calm right now. Not very many people. Looks like everybody's gone back to their regularly scheduled lives. And the spring breakers have dissipated for a while. See, I think the smart people stay in Florida after Easter holiday. Good morning, Al, Danny Boy, and Christine in Huntington Park, California. How you guys doing? Red flag does mean no swimming. You might be right about that. I understand there is a really bad rip current right now. Here, let's go to the beach without actually going to the beach. What do you guys think? Hey, Detroit. You've got a big body of water there, right? Don't you have a Great Lake? That's right. School will be out, but Florida is really not a summer destination, Nicole. I mean, some people might come to Florida in the summer, but it gets very hot here. Although it's always beautiful at the beach. Always beautiful. I will be heading to Alabama this summer. One of my besties lives in Huntsville. And I'll be working with her on a new book. We have an idea for a video book, actually, a cooking book, a cookbook, but it's going to be a video. What do you guys think about that? Yes, the water is very clean looking. It does look like Acapulco. It looks like the Caribbean, which it almost is. And if you would look as the crow flies, I believe there is an island way out there that's, I forget what it's called. You guys ought to know. The college is there, A&M Huntsville. I'm from Montgomery. Okay. I've been to Huntsville a couple times now, and it is a lovely place. So I'm gonna walk back to where the shade is. But yes, those red flags mean no swimming, right, Donna?
Yeah.
Because it is very dangerous,
It's
and
a rip current.
yeah, a rip current will, it's a killer. And it recently killed. Where was the guy that recently died from the
Juno
rip current?
Beach.
That was Juno Beach.
Yeah.
A father was rescuing his 2 children from the rip current,
Who they survived.
and they survived, and he didn't make it.
Right.
That is tragic.
I know. Now you're gonna feel the heat in a minute. There's gonna be no wind till we get to the.
All right.
Stops right here. Feel the heat.
Mm-hmm.
And then you gotta go over there to feel it.
Play with it.
These kind of bush-like trees behind us, but they are not blooming at the moment. Oh, they will be soon.
Yeah.
Look, they've got shoots on them.
Babies.
Little babies. I love sea grapes too. So we're on Singer Island, and this is Riviera Beach. And there's a very dangerous rip current out there right now, so they do not advise swimming in this water for the next couple of days. Deb was a juvenile probation officer in Huntsville, Mount Sano. But my friend knows of it. Well, not that she's ever been there. You know what I'm saying. So, by the way, to learn about rip currents.
Sure, she's not talking to you.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Have you ever been caught in a rip current?
No, I wish my daughter get in one.
You
though.
did?
At the Outer Banks, yeah.
Oh, and thank God.
Yeah, she was with another adult who knew all the
Oh, she was very young? Oh, how scary. My son also got caught in a rip current in New Jersey, and luckily for all of us, there was a young man who was caught in the rip current too, and he saved my son's life.
That's what we need.
Yes, that is what we need, is good people like you. Thank you. You too. You too. Oh, sorry. So if you do ever get caught in a rip current, you know you should never fight it. Don't swim against the current. Swim out of the current and then to shore. Your only escape is from the sides, as you can see from this. This is how you escape it. But if you can't escape, then you just have to float or tread water and wave for assistance. Never, ever, ever swim alone.
What is that? A water fountain right there?
Very dangerous.
A water fountain right there?
Hello.
So we could learn also a little bit.
Grandfather was a park stranger.
about the sea turtles that come here every year.
The inlet in Jupiter and
These shores are the destination of nesting sea turtles,
That's what I call
and they
myself,
come
'cause,
here in the nighttime.
Yeah,
you know what I did?
I'm a
I
volunteer.
stepped on
And the sea turtle nesting time is now. So from March through October, you can see
Steps over here pretty much.
the sea turtles nesting. This is what they look like. This is a loggerhead. I don't know if you can see because it's so bright here. I gotta stand in the sun.
We were at.
Wait a minute.
Oh, are you the ranger? No. I'm the park stranger.
Loggerheads,
Ranger only comes in on
green sea turtles,
at the last.
and their back, which their backs almost look like alligator backs. Never touch, approach, or pick up these animals.
Right.
parks are pretty empty.
Yeah, swim sideways. I know, my son had a guardian angel, honestly, many times my son's guardian angel works even harder for him than my guardian angel works for me. My son almost went off of a cliff once in Switzerland. He was just took off on his skis. He was so fast. He was only 3 years old. And this little guy, he goes flying straight towards the edge of a cliff in, where was it? Eiger Mountain, the Eiger Mountain. Did you ever see the Eiger Sanction, that movie? James Bond. Anyway, the Eiger Mountain is one of my favorite mountains. It nearly killed me several times, but it nearly took my son that day. So he went straight towards the cliff, fast on his skis, and he had no poles or anything, just because they don't usually use poles when they're that little. And skied right into this man who just basically caught him on his way off the cliff. And it was funny because afterwards, my son thought it was hilarious, of course. That's what the little boys are like. But he said, "Mommy, when I ran into the man, he yelled, 'Dude.'" He didn't yell dude. He yelled do, which means you, little kid. That's what do means in Swiss German. So it was pretty funny. Nicole sent a long message. Green flag means water is perfect. Yellow means pretty good, maybe a little concerned. Purple means marine life. And red means no swimming. Double red means no, don't go in the water. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Yeah. It's actually spelled D-U. Do. It's so funny. Anyway, I have to stay a little bit out of the bright sunlight here because, you know, my phone doesn't like it. It'll get hot and it'll go out. So if you want to continue watching this little hike of Singer Island, we can't stay too much longer because Jim up north let me know that we will be seeing President Trump this afternoon. Is that still the case? Can anybody verify that? Is he supposed to go live at 1 o'clock? Honda says, best childhood vacation was in Huntsville in a rented log cabin on Monte Sano. Wow, where the juvenile detention center is. Went horseback riding and swimming in a public pool and a nice park there, 1961. Wow. Those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end. We had so much fun. We thought we'd live forever and a day. Da 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 ba da da ba da ba da 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 da. Those were the days. So this is a really cool little walkway that I'm on, and look at these views I'm getting. Beautiful. I think remembering family vacations is what it's all about. When you're a child, you know, you live in this world that's so kind of mundane, and then your parents take you on a vacation somewhere so different from where you've been living your whole life, and it blows your mind. And that's what happened to me when I was 3 years old and my parents took me to the beach for the first time. It blew my mind. I can barely remember it. I was only 3 years old, but I did know this. I never wanted to leave. And I have spent the rest of my life trying not to leave the beach. Jill always needs at least one more day at the beach. So here we are on the beach report forever and ever and ever. Well, at least the past 10 years, and hopefully the next 10 years, maybe longer. Myrtle Beach is such a wonderful beach, Austin, and I go there every year, and you will see me there actually next month. Wait, it's April? Is it April? It is April. I never know what day it is, what month it is, but I do know this, that in May I have to go meet my grandchild. So I will be heading up north in May, and it's going to be glorious. Yes, and the Outer Banks with wild horses. Now, I have never done that, but I want to do that this year. I want to see those wild horses on Chincoteague Island. That would be very cool, and I know exactly where they are because I have driven past there before. I don't fly. I like to drive. I want to see everything, and I want to see everyone. I have friends all up and down the East Coast and throughout the country, and if I don't visit them, they get kind of mad. So I have to go see people, and it's just a wonderful way to see the country and see the world. Marla was 5 when she first saw the beach. I hated to leave. We went to Ocean City, New Jersey. I love Ocean City, New Jersey. Actually, there's a little town next to Ocean City called Ocean Grove, which is very beautiful. It's a dry town, so there aren't any bars and there's no riffraff, and it consists solely of Victorian homes. And I stayed once. I only stayed there once, but I stayed in a little Victorian house, and it was just glorious. I loved it there. Got to see the Weeki Wachee Water Ballet. I've never seen that before, Selena, but that is definitely on my bucket list. All right, there's about an hour until President Trump comes on, so we'll walk a little bit more, take you to see the sights of this gorgeous, gorgeous area. Honda climbed up a fire tower on the mountain. Daytime and at night, the lights of the city, it was magical. Yes, you'll never forget it. That's why when you see kids on vacation, you do have to kind of realize that they are living in another world. And then there's the kids that actually live in vacation places like this. And they're the ones that really need to appreciate it. I think they do. Oh, thank you, Dwayne. What a nice thing to say. So I have to drive a little ways to get to this beach. Actually, I'll say this about the beaches. All the beaches are my home. So I say I live at the beach because I can get to a beach at any time. I have a state park pass, so that means out at the beach all day long. Anywhere. You don't even need a state park pass to hang out at a beach here in Florida. When I lived in New Jersey, a lot of times you have to pay for a beach badge. You have to, at least during the season. And it's not cheap. And it does cost a lot of money. But they have lifeguards and they really keep up the beaches. But here in Florida, you don't have to pay to get on most of the beaches. I wanted to have my own fire tower. Yes, but you can't take that with you anywhere. So, no, where I'm staying now is not walking distance from this beach, but it is walking distance from a beach. So, there's that. I try to be as close to the beach as possible at all times. That's just me. I live the beach report.
Okay, good. We'll go guys out here on your pair.
Look how cool these trees are. They call them walking trees. But they have another name. And I said it earlier, and now it's slipped my mind. It's not cypress. Is it cypress? No. Donna said ficus is the small version. And I do see the ficus leaves.
Hey Jill, you looking for the mangrove?
I will be, but what are the trees called again?
Yeah, they're just down this trail.
The one we couldn't remember what they're called. Banyan. Banyan. That's it. The banyan trees. They're so cool.
Definitely closer.
Thank you for that reminder, Fred. Hello, Rogue. Okay, let's see what other critters we can find here in the estuary.
I'll be out here tomorrow morning doing the other side.
See if our little stingray has moved on. Ooh, there's a kind of a catfish, it looks like. We know the critters are in here. This water looks like it's not very deep. I lived and grew up in a gorgeous tourist hub called Table Rock Lake Mo with Branson, Missouri. Interesting, I've never been there. Okay, so here are some of the different fish we might see. And they show us pictures. Needlefish, I see them a lot. Long, slender, silver blue bodies. They use their thin snout and sharp teeth to catch prey. Checkered puffer, so beautiful. Look at their eyes. They can inflate their bodies by sucking in air or water as a defense when threatened. Sheep's head, I see those all the time with their black and silver stripes. They have really strong teeth and they break down the shells of the creatures that they hunt. Then we have the spotted eagle ray, which is not the kind that we saw, wide and flat with white spots. They're pretty. They have a long tail equipped with venomous spines. I think they all do. The striped mullet is a silverfish.
Silverfish.
It's a fish that's silver. The color is silver. Wait, I'm not showing you these pictures very well, am I? They leap out of the water a lot. And then snook. They hunt smaller fish in the estuary. So we're gonna cross over the estuary now. We can look over here, see if we see any critters. You never know. There's some little tiny fish down there. Oh, it's so beautiful. There's a slight breeze coming off the water. It's just gorgeous.
Here comes my chauffeur.
Yeah, here comes Donna's chauffeur. High tide at 11:39, so it's high tide right now. There's a little school of fish. And sometimes it's a good sign when you see the little schools of fish, because that often means that bigger fish are coming to get them. Call them bait fish. Oh, good. The sun is behind a cloud, which makes it so much easier to walk. But this is so Florida because you look over there and you can see the sun. It's sunny over there, but not over here. Looking for critters. Everybody keep your eye on the water. It's a beautiful day in Florida. But Florida is also known for being overcast in the afternoon, sunny in the mornings, and then kind of rainy in the afternoon. This is what the rainy season is like here. It can get very hot. Oh, there's a fish just jumped out of the water, but I missed it. Where are the fish? Chincoteague is in Virginia, right? Outer Banks in North Carolina. I've never been there either. When I was a child, I lived in Virginia and people would sneak at night and catch a pony and cram it in the back seat of their car and steal away as fast as they could. Are you kidding me? People would steal Chincoteague ponies? That's terrible. Well, I've never been there, but I do really want to go there this summer, so you guys will watch me do it. I went to Virginia Beach last year and it was beautiful. Hello everyone, just coming on now. We are here live in Riviera Beach, Florida, right off of Singer Island. We're at the state park on a bridge in the middle of an estuary. And we're looking for some critters. Earlier we did see a stingray. If you missed that, you can look on the replay. We got pretty up close and personal with Mr. Stingray and even tried to give it a name. Well, thank you, Mork. You have a wonderful way of talking to people. I'm always so happy when people are kind to me. We get a lot of crazy people coming on the beach report, but that's okay. We're really just trying to spread positivity and show people beautiful places. So if it's cold and rainy where you are, I invite you to suspend all belief in reality and join me here on Singer Island at the state park. MacArthur State Park, by the way. MacArthur Park is melting in the dark. All the sweet green icing flowing down. Someone left the cake out in the rain. I don't think that I could make it, 'cause it took so long to bake it. And I'll never find that recipe again. Yes, absolutely breathtaking. You are right, Mark. One of these days, I will rent a kayak. Or I go over to the west coast of Florida where one of my best friends I grew up with, she lives over there and she's got a kayak I can borrow anytime. So we'll have to do that too. Bobby still has pneumonia, but he is going to be okay. I am living the dream, Dwayne, you know it.
I'd like to write a book.
But you know, this isn't unique to me. What?
He wants to write a book.
Wants to write a book?
I'm telling her what my idea.
Yes, tell us.
Well, no, I can't record this.
Okay, all right, don't tell us now.
Okay.
Tell us later. Get his information. So it's interesting. Everywhere I go, somebody wants to write a book, and I can help them. How many people who are watching right now of the, 15, 16 people, how many of you want to write a book? How many of you have been told, you should write a book? Here we've got a little more information here. This is about manatees. Did you know they weigh on average 1,000 pounds, 10 feet in length? But they are gentle giants. They can be in the water, out of the water. They eat aquatic plants. And all they want is to be warm. They have great big nostrils that completely shut while they're underwater and then open again when they surface. Hi, Annie. We're learning about the sea cows. That's right. Colleen knows it. Nicole is back. We're learning about manatees now. Bobby is going to make it. Don't ask questions like that. He is going to make it. Absolutely, he is. So manatees' tails are shaped like a paddle. And that's how they get through the water. The sad thing about manatees is a lot of times you see them, they have scars on their back because boat propellers hit them. They also have really big lips. That's how they get their food. They pull it with their lips. So interesting. Manatees are protected animals here in Florida. I've seen them in Mexico too. I wish we would see one now. But you never know. There could be one right beneath us and we don't even know it. Bobby has 40% heart blockage and will need a stent in a few months. He is too critical right now. Oh, well, we're praying for him. It's crazy that a young person would have a blockage in their heart. It makes me concerned about the food that he's been eating. I'm just kind of hiding underneath this little awning here, so I'm out of the sun for a moment. Yes, thank you. Send prayers for Bobby. Jesse, what's wrong? You're in Florida right now, Jesse. You're with your Beach Report family. Well, Donna got on the tram, so she's over there. But you know, it'll take me more time to get over there. I'm just taking a break, looking for critters, looking at the beauty around me. Yeah, so it was his eating habits. You know what? I think that, I'm going to say this plainly. I think that these food companies should be held liable for even, and what about the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration? Where have they been this whole time when Americans are literally eating poison? And it's poison that is being packaged like it's healthy and it's something that you would eat. I think it's despicable. And it's actually, this is one of the things that I'm writing about in my sequel to my book, Do You Think About Me on My Birthday, which is called 7 Years in Switzerland. And I moved to Switzerland because of the food. It was one of the reasons why I didn't want to live here anymore, because I felt that people were being fed poison and becoming obese, and that it was all by design. Jesse's going to lose your grandmother any day now, your last grandparent. Oh, Jesse, I've been there. It's the worst feeling in the world, and I know exactly what you're going through. Well, not exactly, but I know what you're going through, and my heart breaks for you. All I can say to comfort you is that you've had all these years, and I don't know how old your grandmother is, but grandmothers are the most special, aren't they? They're just the most special. And I'm going to become one, and I'm going to cry even thinking about it. My grandmother has left me very, very big shoes to fill. So I can only hope to be the kind of grandmother my grandmother was to me. But I never understood junk food so cheap and healthy food so expensive. Yeah, because they want us sick. You just said it. The junk food is cheap so that you'll eat it, and then you'll become dependent on the drugs that they're going to give you later to battle the chronic disease that you've taken on because of the junk food that you've eaten. 92 years old is a very long, wonderful life. And she's probably tired. And these days, especially, very difficult for somebody who lived in great years. And I just have to say it, I'm only 60 years old, although that seems very old to some of you and young to others. But in the past 60 years, I'm going to say that the last 10 years have been literally destroyed by politics and politicians who have taken us down such a dangerous and evil road. Aw, Jesse says, bless your big heart from the Sunshine State to the Green Mountain State. Thank you. Midday in America. Claudia. Wo bist du? Where are you? Ich denke, du redet Deutsch. I'm speaking Swiss German. I said I think he speaks German. My grandma and my dad's mom passed away in December. My last grandparent, she was 93. Food and drug admiration. Exactly, JW. Hey, Stacy. Hi. Hi. Hi, you guys. Yes, losing grandparents, it's... Someone tried to call me. You can't call me when I'm doing my show. It's just not a good thing. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? I only had 2 grandparents. My father's parents died before I was born. Thank you, Annie. Okay, good. Thank you, guys. Somebody told me yesterday I should write a book. Huh. They should just read my diary. Fahanda, if you write in a diary, then you know you have to write a book. You know what I'm gonna do? In my members group, because I'm not doing this in front of everybody, but I will for my members, I'm going to start reading you some diary excerpts from my own diary, which is, I believe, something like 50 something notebooks long. It's all notebooks. They're all, no, I think the notebooks are in the 70s. I don't know. There's a lot of notebooks that I've written in my whole life since I was 10 and got my first diary. But I grew up and I called it a journal at some point. It ceased to be a diary and it became a journal. So one of the things that I want to do is read excerpts from my diary so that you and I can see and hear how people talked back in the 80s. Because something that I'm noticing is that the way people are writing today, and they're using AI to help them, so now they all have this sort of AI voice going on, if you know what I mean. It's very distinctive to me. It's kind of clipped. It has like these punchy sentences. They use a lot of breaks. They're very, very kind, but in a condescending way. Do you know what I mean? The AI voice. It's just wrong. Yes, I would like to go back to the 80s. I agree with you 100%, Susan. You have a birthday coming up. I'll never forget your last birthday. It was brilliant. So for those of you who don't know, I am available for birthday parties. No, I just say that because Susan's daughter, this is a great story. More than a year ago, Susan's young daughter, and I say young, like 20 years old, she contacts me on Facebook. I have no idea who she is. She just contacts me and says, I would like to invite you to be at my mother's birthday party. She watches you all the time and she's one of your biggest fans, and I want to make her 50th birthday party the best, and I would like you to be there. You would be my gift. I was like, oh my gosh, like, wow, right? So of course I said, of course I'll be there. Where's the party? She says Houston, Texas. And I'm like, that's far away. And she says, I know, I'm going to pay for you to take a plane. You know, I'm going to fly you out. And, you know, don't worry about anything. Places for you to stay. I'll get a hotel, whatever you want. I'm like, okay, wow. Well, first of all, I don't fly on planes. And I tell her, I have to drive. And I'm happy to drive because I really want to see that part of the country. I've been to Texas, but I've driven through actually, but I never really just drove to Texas. So I'm thinking this could be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And she says, okay, well, I'll pay for your gas. I'll pay for your hotels, everything. I'm like, all right, let's do this. So it was right after Mother's Day that I drove to Texas. And it took me, I think, 2 or 3 days. I think it took me 3 days. I stopped in the most beautiful places. I hugged the coast, the Gulf Coast, the whole time, the Gulf of America, and just didn't leave the coast. Saw the Gulf waters from every angle that I could after, you know, living in South Florida and spending a lot of time all the way from the Keys all the way up to Sarasota and Tampa, but I never had really gone much north. So I was able to see the entire Gulf Coast and rode it all the way into Texas, and it was brilliant. And when I got there for Susan's birthday party, I was her daughter. Her daughter had me drive up and just pop out of my car, and Susan, everybody cried. I cried, Susan cried. It's on my show. I do have it memorialized forever on one of my beach reports. But so that was just about a year ago. I wish you could come to my birthday party this year. We're having a crawfish party with yard games. I wish I could come too. I absolutely do. Wait, it's still April, May. Well, I'm expecting a grandbaby though in the middle of May, so I don't think I can make it to your 50th this year, but I would love to come and see you guys maybe this summer. It kind of depends on what happens with my new grandchild and, you know, just other things, but I really do want to come back to Houston. So here's the most important thing, and Rogue, you are here. You know, everybody says they wish that they are here. I want you to feel like you are here. You are here with me on the beach report. It's brilliant, right? So anyway, yes, I know, I can't wait for the baby. But I do want to say what I learned in Texas was that I have another family there. I felt so welcomed, and Susan's entire family, just the nicest people in the world, honestly. And her husband, super cool, and it seemed as if I had shown up there at exactly the right time, because her husband's father had recently passed away, like literally, what was it, days before I showed up, or a week or something. And he was a veteran. And because of the work that I do, and my first book, which is called Like It Was Yesterday, A Journalist's Files Since 9/11, that book actually honors veterans a lot. So I was able to honor him and publicize his beautiful, beautiful veteran funeral for everybody to see what it looks like when a veteran passes away. And that was a very famous cemetery for veterans in Houston, Texas. If you can tell me what it was called, Susan, I can't quite remember, but I know it was huge. But it's an honor to be buried there, actually. And they did a 21 gun salute for her father-in-law, and just, it was amazing. So we're gonna walk a little bit more. Donna's probably like, where the heck are you? And we do have to get back for President Trump, who will be speaking in like less than an hour, maybe a half an hour. Keep your eyes peeled. You see the kayakers. We might see some critters, but we might not. I'm just super happy we even got to see that stingray. I never expected that. Yeah, the VA cemetery, there you go. The next time I can focus more on hanging out. Exactly, it was a lot. It was like Susan was going through everything all at once. And when I come back, we're definitely gonna have some good girl time together, and we'll do some cool shows, because DJ and Susan are the best at showing us very neat places around Texas. We even had a meet and greet impromptu, and we got to meet at least one other of my fans came in. It was Barb. She came in from Houston, the city of Houston. It's just beautiful. Which painting, Nicole, you know, painting is a great way to reduce your stress and make you feel like you're in a different state of mind. Just the art of creating a beautiful picture, even if it's not so beautiful. Artwork can really help you get in touch with your feelings and your soul. There's Christine. Hey, Christine. Been waiting for you. Where you been? Hello again. I have a feeling that's my next client. That guy wants to write a book. If you're interested in writing a book, just ask me questions and I'm happy to give you some quick advice. Or if you really want to get in depth and have a coaching session, we can do that too. Family time, that's right. Well, you've got the Beach Report family now, Christine. You know, riding horses is also really good. The horse can feel what you feel. That is very true. And speaking of horse therapy, I've written a lot of articles when I was a newspaper reporter, magazine reporter. I did a lot of articles about horse therapy for the handicapped, riding for the handicapped programs. And also, the thing about horses is that they make excellent companions for people who are lonely. I learned that arts and crafts help chronic pain. It takes your mind off of your pain until you get up from painting. But I did not know that, Susan. I totally believe it, but I did not realize it. You want to see what's also really good for your soul? Seeing all these little kids. They're on a field trip. And look how they've all got a pep in their step. They're excited about life. They are not sitting in a classroom.
It was sick. And Brilliant and Ryan.
I love the children. Listening on their little conversations.
He said I told him 12:30. 12:30?
All right, I gotta find Donna. Yesterday, Donna said it was super easy to find me because I had the bunny ears on. We're gonna go on the pedestrian path. Hey, Magic Mike. I'm going to recreate Noah's Ark. It was the first book ever written. People mocked him, killed him. To their children, write books today. You know, Magic Mike, actually, I know someone who has done this. Recreated Noah's Ark for real. I have a friend, his name is Dave, and he is actually a boat builder. And he did build a boat with the exact specifications of Noah's Ark. So that is a very cool idea. I definitely think you should do it. And my friend Dave has done it. You can look it up. His name is Dave Borman. He's very interesting. So he's got a lot of boat building knowledge, a lot of interesting stuff going on with Dave Borman. I haven't seen him in a while, but I'll have to have him on my show. But you can see some of the interviews that I've done with him on the Beach Report. Okay, we're taking a little hike here on a beautiful path. We are on Singer Island, Riviera Beach, Florida. Hey, Curtis, God bless our military troops and their families all over the world. God have mercy on us all. Amen. This is a little place where you can put your kayak in the water. A boat, Mike. Dave builds boats. He's a boat builder. And I know for sure because I saw him do it. He's a very interesting dude. I'm painting a field of daisies. I love that. Did you see the daisies I showed earlier? They were really pretty. Donna, yoo-hoo, Donna. Lost Donna. I didn't know where she is. All right, well, I'm not afraid of anything, Curtis, so don't worry about me. I always feel like I'm very protected on the beach report. It's just this feeling that I get. I made it to 60 years old, so I'm hoping to live a long, long time. All right, you guys. Well, I'm gonna look for Donna. We're gonna have to hop in the car and go listen to President Trump speak soon, right? And if I can't, then I will put it on later. Let's see what happens. Anyway, not young, but I move better than a young one. You're not wrong about that. Hey, Eleanor. You're a little late today. Love you too. You'll have to watch the replay. Yes, Cohen is a Jewish last name. It certainly is. Hi, Michael. Now everybody's coming on. All right, Susan. I'll always have fun. And I will see you guys on the next beach report. So stay tuned. Ciao for now. Arrivederci.